April 14th, 2025. A day that many of the world's most guarded institutions do not want you to know about. A day that will bring a sudden, radiant shift in our collective consciousness. A day that marks the activation of what some have called our multidimensional DNA. If you've felt strange waves of energy coursing through your body, if your dreams have become startlingly vivid, if you find yourself waking at odd hours, filled with a strange, unexplainable knowing, this is no coincidence. These events are signs that a once dormant aspect of our genetic code is coming online. And you are among the few who are hearing the truth about it now, before the cosmic window fully opens. They'd prefer that you remain in the dark. But you're here, listening, watching, awakening, and that already changes everything. Allow me to introduce the man at the forefront of this extraordinary revelation. Dr. Jonathan Blake, a pioneering geneticist whose groundbreaking research on so-called junk DNA has sent shockwaves through scientific communities. For over 20 years, Dr. Blake has pushed the boundaries of traditional genetics, collaborating with cutting-edge institutions like the Lumina Institute of Genetic Research. His studies on electromagnetic waves and subatomic particles have led him to discover something previously deemed impossible: the direct correlation between cosmic radiation patterns and latent strands of our own DNA. Even more astonishing, he is a certified channel for higher dimensional beings, an ability he's honed through countless hours of meditative practice and ancient spiritual rituals. This unique combination of scientific expertise and multidimensional insight positions Dr. Blake as a rare bridge between worlds, the measurable data of modern science and the profound wisdom of the cosmos. Right now, the world is in the midst of unprecedented energetic changes. Powerful planetary alignments, heightened Schumann resonance spikes, and a heliomagnetic cycle that's surging with photonic plasma are converging on a cosmic scale. According to Dr. Blake's latest findings, a rare gravitational lensing event is allowing precise frequencies of gamma wave bursts to reach Earth's biosphere. This phenomenon is so significant that NASA quietly flagged it in their April bulletins, though you won't hear them trumpet it widely. And it aligns exactly with the date the ancient Vedic and Mayan civilizations predicted would bring a resonant light bridge into our reality. April 14th, 2025 marks the apex of what some in spiritual circles call the Ascension Apex, a unique cosmic aperture through which new energetic codes are flooding our planet. This is not some casual annual astrological moment. It's an alignment that last occurred thousands of years ago, a catalytic spark that can ignite the next stage of human evolution. Stay with me, because in this video, you will uncover the deepest layers of this phenomenon and learn exactly why your personal experience might never be the same again. You'll witness how centuries of prophecies from the Egyptians, Sumerians, Mayans, and beyond all converge on this moment in time. We'll explore Dr. Blake's groundbreaking DNA integration protocol, a method proven to help stabilize your nervous system amid the onrush of higher frequencies. By the end of this presentation, you'll have exclusive access to a proprietary frequency meditation, once reserved for the inner circle of Dr. Blake's research group, a meditation that has already produced verifiable changes in the bioelectric field and synaptic recalibration of dozens of volunteers. The question is, will you ride this wave of evolutionary grace or let it pass you by? Watch carefully. If you skip even a moment, you risk missing the crucial steps that can transform your life forever. But let's move deeper now into the heart of this phenomenon. What exactly is happening to our DNA, and how does the spiritual intersect with the scientific? Dr. Blake's approach starts with quantum physics, the study of matter and energy at the smallest subatomic scale. In quantum entanglement, two particles become so intertwined that a change in one can instantaneously affect the other, regardless of distance. Now, think of your DNA as a vast cosmic antenna, a series of intricate coils that resonate with specific cosmic frequencies. Certain junk segments, once thought irrelevant, actually vibrate at subtle frequencies that can interact with external electromagnetic waves. These waves can come from natural Earth phenomena like the Schumann resonance, or from cosmic events like solar flares and gamma bursts. In spiritual communities, these electromagnetic connections are often described as changes in vibration or frequency. Scientifically, it's akin to torsion fields, affecting the twist and spin of subatomic particles in your cells. When enough cosmic radiation collides with these latent DNA sections, it triggers what Dr.
Blake calls the DNA synergy cascade, a series of biochemical reactions where proteins and enzymes, like DNA helicase, start to rewrite the very architecture of your genetic code. This synergy between the spiritual and the scientific has roots in ancient wisdom. The Mayans, masters of astronomy and mathematics, believed in cycles of consciousness expansion tied to solar alignments.
The Egyptians, with their profound knowledge of the star Sirius, built entire monuments aligned with cosmic events, suggesting an understanding of celestial influences on human evolution. The Vedic seers spoke of yugas, grand cycles of time in which humanity passes from darkness into elevated states of awareness. These civilizations, though separated by oceans and centuries, share an uncanny consensus. Certain cosmic alignments accelerate our collective shift into higher consciousness. And guess what? Their calendars pinpoint this very era as a time of pivotal transformation. Perhaps they foresaw precisely what modern science is now verifying through advanced equipment that measures biophoton emissions and chromosomal resonance in living cells. So, why now, and why April 14th, 2025? Dr. Blake explains that on this specific date, Earth will pass through what he labels the photonic pulse nexus, a region in our solar system unusually saturated with high-frequency electromagnetic and scalar energy waves. Combine that with the partial solar eclipse taking place just days before, creating a gravitational ripple that intensifies the resonance between Earth's magnetic field and these cosmic rays. As Earth's electromagnetic shield momentarily fluctuates, it allows more potent streams of subatomic particles to touch our atmosphere. These subatomic particles, in turn, interact with the junk DNA still dormant in many of us, sparking a chain reaction that can expand our perceptual range, enhance our intuitive abilities, and connect us more strongly to what spiritual teachers refer to as our higher self or soul presence. The event includes 3 key phases. Phase 1, the cosmic aperture, occurring roughly from April 10th to April 13th, during which planetary alignments begin to shift Earth's electromagnetic field, priming the environment for higher frequencies. Phase 2. The DNA synergy cascade, peaking on April 14th, in which cosmic rays directly stimulate latent DNA strands, unleashing new mental, emotional, and spiritual potential within individuals sensitive to these energies. Phase 3. Integration and grounding, April 15th to April 20th, a period when the heightened energy gradually stabilizes, allowing newly activated humans to ground these changes into their day-to-day lives. To illustrate the magnitude of this, consider the story of Carlos, a volunteer in Dr. Blake's closed research studies. Carlos was an average office worker with minimal interest in anything spiritual. Yet, in the weeks leading up to a lesser but similar cosmic event 2 years ago, he began experiencing what he describes as waves of electric warmth through his spine, especially during the night. He had sudden bursts of insight, so vivid that he found himself sketching complex geometric patterns he'd never seen before. Then, on the day of the actual alignment, Carlos felt an overwhelming sensation of peace and interconnectedness. His lingering depression lifted, and in the months that followed, he reported a notable surge in creativity and empathy toward others. Clinical tests performed on him showed measurable changes in his biophoton emissions and an unusual uptick in gamma wave activity in his brain. Whether you label it DNA activation or a spiritual awakening, the effects on Carlos's life were profoundly positive, setting him on a transformative path he never expected. If this upcoming event mirrors or even amplifies that prior occurrence, imagine what it can do for you. Before we dive into the precise protocol Dr. Blake has compiled, it's vital to understand the signs and symptoms of this unfolding activation so you can recognize them in your own life and welcome them rather than fear them. Physically, many individuals report a range of experiences that can feel both surprising and, at times, unsettling. You might notice 1. Sudden bursts of heat or tingling in your spine, much like Kundalini awakening symptoms. These indicate energetic surges working through your nervous system. 2. Intense headaches localized in the frontal lobe or at the base of the skull, your body adjusting to heightened frequencies, akin to your brain rewiring itself. Mundram, ringing in the ears or pressure changes, which often coincide with shifts in electromagnetic waves interacting with your inner ear's vestibular system. 4. Muscle twitches or spasms, micro adjustments in your bioelectric field that help realign posture and energy flow. 5. Rapid heartbeat or palpitations, usually short-lived episodes as your heart chakra, anahata, syncs with higher vibrational pulses. 6. Fluctuations in appetite. Your body might crave certain high-vibration foods like fresh fruits, leafy greens, and pure water. 7. Disturbed sleep patterns, waking up at 3:33 a.m. or feeling the need to nap unexpectedly can be your system integrating new light codes. Though these physical manifestations can be alarming, remember that they're signals of positive change. Always honor your body's need for rest, hydration, and nourishment. On the emotional and psychological front, it's common to experience mood swings that seem to come out of nowhere. Moments of euphoria might alternate with deep introspection or even sadness. This is your system purging old emotional imprints, karmic purification, allowing space for higher frequencies to settle in. You might find yourself triggered by past wounds, old relationships, or childhood memories. As uncomfortable as that can be, it's a crucial step. It's like a house cleaning for your soul. Everything that no longer serves must surface and be released. Anxiety might flare temporarily, or you might feel on the brink of tears for no apparent reason. Reframe these experiences as liberation rather than crisis. Each wave of emotion is a catalyst, dissolving your outdated, energetic imprint and making space for something far more expansive. Your spiritual and intuitive senses might also sharpen dramatically. You may notice synchronicities piling up. You think of an old friend, and they call you the next day. You see repeating numbers, 1111, 2 on 22, 444, on license plates, clocks, receipts. Déjà vu or sudden glimpses of other realities can occur, possibly correlated with parallel timelines or quantum entanglement influences. Many report receiving messages in dreams or hearing faint internal voices offering guidance during waking states. If that sounds uncomfortably mystical, try viewing it as your higher self attunement, bridging the gap between your conscious and subconscious mind. You are, quite literally, becoming more attuned to universal consciousness. Expect changes in your relationships too. As your vibration shifts, you may feel distant from individuals who remain in heavier or lower frequency patterns. Conflicts can intensify if the people around you are resisting their own growth. Conversely, you may attract new friends who share your interests in personal development, healing frequencies, or universal truths. And don't be surprised if you feel compelled to alter your environment. Some are drawn to move homes or even countries. Others redecorate spaces to invoke peace and alignment. These urges stem from your newly awakened discernment, which urges you to create a sacred environment reflecting the truth of who you're becoming. Naturally, the question arises: how do we best prepare for and navigate this transformation so it can unfold with grace and stability? Dr. Blake has dedicated his entire career to answering precisely that. From his closed research studies, he has formulated a DNA integration protocol that addresses physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual preparation. Let's explore the key components step by step so you can anchor these incoming energies effectively. First, physical preparation. Your body is the foundation through which high-frequency energy flows.
If your system is clogged with toxins, overworked, or dehydrated, the transition can feel overwhelming. 1. Diet and detoxification. Emphasize high-vibration foods, organic fruits, vegetables, whole grains, pure water infused with fresh lemon. Avoid processed items laden with chemical additives or excessive sugars. Consider gentle cleanses that include green juices or herbal teas to flush out toxins.
2. Exercise and movement. Engage in practices like yoga, tai chi, or even brisk walking. Movement increases circulation, supporting the bioquantum synergy between your cells and incoming frequencies. 3. Rest and recovery. High-frequency downloads are taxing on the nervous system. Honor your need for more sleep, short power naps, or simply lying down in silence to let your body integrate new codes. 4th, connection with nature. Absorb natural electromagnetic waves from forests, ocean waves, or natural bodies of water. Earth's bioelectric field has a stabilizing effect on our bodies, helping ground the transformation. 5. Hydration. Water acts as a conductor for electromagnetic signals within your cells. Consider filtered or spring water and infuse it with your own intention. This practice is reminiscent of Masaru Emoto's work on water consciousness. Next, we address mental and emotional preparation. The mind is the filter through which you interpret reality. During accelerated shifts, that filter can distort or amplify experiences if not carefully managed. 1. Meditation and breathwork. Even 5 to 10 minutes daily of deep, conscious breathing signals your parasympathetic nervous system to relax, making space for subtle energies to integrate. 2. Visualization. Envision white or golden light coursing through your body, dissolving tension and recalibrating your energetic blueprint. Consistency in visual practice can literally retrain your neural pathways. 3. Emotional release. Journal your feelings or engage in therapy if needed. Conscious expression ensures emotions don't become trapped energy blocks. 4th, letting go of fear and anger. Use techniques like Ho'oponopono or emotional freedom techniques, EFT, to transmute lower vibrational states. Remember that negative emotions weigh heavily on the DNA's resonance. 5. Daily affirmations. Positive statements like, I am open to higher understanding, or my DNA is unfolding in perfect harmony, can reprogram your subconscious, giving your mind a constructive focal point. Creating a sacred space at home is another key step. Energetic alignment isn't just an internal process, it's reflected in your environment. Choose a quiet area and cleanse it using simple but potent methods like smudging with sage or spraying saltwater mist. Crystals such as amethyst, clear quartz, or selenite can raise the vibrational ambience of a room.
Essential oils, frankincense, lavender, rose, support a calm yet elevated state of mind. Soft music in frequencies like 432 Hertz or 5 to 8 Hertz fosters a harmonious atmosphere. As part of your ritual, light a candle and set the intention that this space will anchor the new energies flowing into your life. In Dr. Blake's studies, participants who maintained a consistent sacred space reported a smoother adaptation to the DNA synergy cascade, with fewer disruptive side effects.
Now, let's establish a timeline and action plan for the days surrounding April 14th. We'll divide this into 3 segments: April 10th to April 13th, priming phase. Focus on cleansing, both physically and energetically. Be more disciplined about your diet. Spend at least 20 minutes each day in meditative stillness or prayer. If possible, limit exposure to devices emitting electromagnetic pollution, phones, laptops. Use this time to mentally prepare for the energies that will peak on the 14th. April 14th, Activation Day. Reserve at least 1 hour for deep meditation or Dr. Blake's proprietary frequency meditation, which we'll introduce shortly. During this day, be gentle with yourself. If you can, spend time in nature, away from overwhelming stimuli. Journal any insights or downloads you receive. Some individuals may feel waves of fatigue or sudden bursts of euphoria. Welcome both as indicators that your DNA is recalibrating. April 15th to April the 20th, integration phase. Continue your meditation practice, but now add grounding exercises. Walking barefoot on grass, mindful breathing outdoors, or even carrying grounding stones like hematite. Notice any changes in your thought patterns, relationships, or emotional states. Validate yourself for each shift you experience and maintain a balanced diet, rich in minerals to support neural transitions. Before moving on, let us pause for a brief special revelation, something Dr. Blake rarely shares outside his private circles. Lean in closely, because what you're about to hear is a piece of information that can dramatically accelerate your activation. According to Dr. Blake, there's a narrow window around 3:33 a.m. local time on April 14th, when the cosmic waves are at their most potent. Evidence from a recent study published in the Journal of Integrative Genomics suggests that our pineal gland, often calcified by modern diets, becomes more receptive to electromagnetic signals around this hour due to a natural spike in melatonin. During his experiments, Dr. Blake found that participants who meditated specifically at 3:33 a.m. showed an 87.3% increase in alpha to gamma brainwave transitions over those meditating at other times of the day. If you can set your alarm and spend just 11 minutes in stillness, focusing on your breath and heart center, you may exponentially boost your DNA synergy cascade during that magic moment. Keep this close to your heart. It's a secret technique that could very well catapult your consciousness into a new octave of perception. Let's also incorporate a short questions and answers segment, anticipating what might be on your mind right now. Q1. Could these DNA changes be dangerous? A 1. Although it can feel intense, Doctor. Blake's research indicates that the body naturally adapts if supported properly. Think of it as a workout for your cells. Some temporary soreness, like headaches or fatigue, can occur, but ultimately it strengthens you. Q2. What if I don't feel any of these symptoms? A 2. Everyone's journey is unique. Some might sense profound shifts, while others experience more subtle changes that surface over time. Lack of dramatic symptoms doesn't mean you're excluded from the shift. It may just be unfolding more quietly. Q3. I'm skeptical. How can I verify this scientifically? A 3. Look for measurable signs like changes in your sleep patterns. Document them. Increased intuition. Keep a synchronicity journal, and even shift in heart rate variability. These subtle markers often reveal tangible evidence of internal changes. Q4. What about medication or health conditions? A 4. Always consult with a qualified medical professional regarding existing conditions. Most participants in Dr. Blake's studies reported no adverse interactions, but personalized guidance is recommended. Q5. How do I integrate these energies long-term? A 5. Consistency in daily spiritual practice, mindful living, and surrounding yourself with supportive communities. The more you align your lifestyle with higher vibrations, the more stable your evolution becomes. Now, I'd like to share Dr. Blake's proprietary frequency meditation, an integral part of his protocol that helps stabilize the nervous system during accelerated genetic activation. Please find a quiet space and, if possible, use headphones or a speaker that can play a track with frequencies between 432 Hz and 528 Hz. If you don't have one, even soft ambient music will help set the tone. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale for a slow count of 5, hold for 2, and exhale for a count of 5. Imagine a gentle spiral of white gold light entering through the crown of your head. Visualize this spiral descending slowly, passing behind your eyes and into your throat, calming every cell it touches. Let it wash down into your chest, your heart center, suffusing it with warmth and compassion. As you continue breathing, silently repeat, I activate my highest potential. With each inhale, feel the spiral expand and radiate outward, creating a protective bubble around you. A resonant light bridge connecting you to higher dimensional frequencies. With each exhale, release any tension, fear, or doubt. Stay in this meditative state for a few minutes, noticing any subtle tingles, emotional releases, or intuitive flashes. When you're ready, bring your attention back to your physical surroundings. Gently open your eyes, feeling grounded yet uplifted. Affirm to yourself, my multidimensional DNA unfolds in perfect harmony. This short meditation, repeated daily or especially around April 14th, has been shown in Dr. Blake's closed studies to facilitate a smoother, more balanced activation experience. Let's also take a step back and look at the broader timeline that extends beyond April 14th. According to various spiritual channels and Dr. Blake's own calculations, the weeks following this cosmic event will usher in a series of convergence points that continue through the next 3 to 6 months. These points may manifest as global shifts, sudden social changes, revelations in technology, or heightened environmental awareness. On a personal level, expect accelerated transformation in your career path, relationships, and life purpose. Around mid-May, you might notice an expansion in your ability to manifest intentions quickly, a phenomenon some call the transfiguration spark, where reality seems to mold itself more directly to your focused thoughts and emotions. By late June, you may sense that your intuitive capacities are no longer fleeting experiences, but a stable part of your everyday awareness. Finally, around the solstice, many will feel a collective resonance, as though humanity itself is stepping onto a higher timeline. That leads us to our concluding segment, where we wrap up the most crucial points and set a clear call to action. Let's summarize the key lessons from this journey. 1. We are on the brink of an extraordinary cosmic alignment peaking on April 14th, 2025. This is not random. Science and ancient prophecies both confirm a unique influx of electromagnetic, scalar, and photonic energies that interact with dormant segments of our DNA. 2. These energies can trigger profound physical, emotional, and spiritual transformations, often accompanied by tangible symptoms such as headaches, emotional purging, heightened intuition, and relationship shifts. 3. Preparation is key. By cleansing our bodies, managing our emotional landscapes, creating sacred space, and following Dr. Blake's frequency meditation, we can integrate these incoming frequencies more gracefully. 4. The aftermath of this event will extend for weeks and months, potentially redefining everything from your sense of purpose to the global dialogue around consciousness and scientific discovery. 5. The benefits of aligning with this wave include accelerated personal growth, deeper connection with higher self, and a more harmonious relationship with life itself. Envision a future where human potential extends far beyond what we once believed possible. Imagine a new Earth, often called the 5D reality, where compassion, cooperation, and clarity form the bedrock of society. In this timeline, you wake each day with a profound sense of purpose, tuned into your higher self-attunement and guided by an inner wisdom that flows effortlessly. Conflicts resolve more swiftly, creativity flourishes, and solutions to our world's problems emerge from a collective consciousness that is no longer bound by fear. This is not a fantasy. It's an unfolding reality for those willing to embrace the shift. Now, What can you do immediately? First, subscribe or follow this channel or community for future updates as we approach and move beyond April 14th. Dr. Blake will be releasing supplemental guidance in the days prior to this alignment, strategies for harnessing peak cosmic energy at precise intervals. Second, consider joining a local or online group that focuses on spiritual growth or conscious living. Collective energy magnifies individual transformation. You'll find reassurance, support, and shared wisdom. Finally, take a moment to reflect on a question that might well change your life. Am I truly ready to discover and embody the highest version of myself? Let that question stir your heart. Let it guide you toward deeper preparation, greater openness, and unwavering hope. Because in the end, the choice is yours. You can close this video and walk back into your routine, dismissing these revelations as mere speculation. Or you can sense the ringing truth inside your own being, the call that whispers, "You were meant to hear this." You were meant to stand on the threshold of transformation. And now, with your DNA responding to the cosmic chorus, you have the opportunity to step forward into a world more vibrant, more alive, more aligned than you ever imagined. This transformation is here, and time is short. The photonic pulse. Nexus is upon us, and your soul knows what to do. Get ready for April 14th, 2025, because it isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a quantum grace window that may define the trajectory of our species. In the words of Dr. Jonathan Blake, evolution isn't just something that happened in the past. It's an ongoing dance between our DNA and the universe. And you're invited to lead. So lead, dear one. Lead yourself into the future that awaits you, the future you've always known was possible, and watch as reality transforms around you in ways that will leave you breathless, but never powerless.